Welcome, guys. Welcome back to my podcast. Yeah, we're back at it again. Yeah. Here we are. Bold and the Beautiful. Rewind again. Here we go. Yeah. This is not a fun topic to talk about, but here we are. We are talking about my least favorite topic. Brooke being the worst character. Now, all of you, I think, have. I think everyone wants to know why I don't like Brooke. There's a lot of reasons why I think she's one of the worst characters. I don't think she's the worst character now, but for like majority of the show, she has been the worst character for most of the decades. For sure. I think in the last decade and a bit, she's been alright. She's not as bad, but yeah, 90s and 2000s, she's pretty insufferable. I think 2010 is when she kind of got a little better. I think in this decade, 2020, she's gotten really better. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about Brooke Logan. Now, I'm going to go from the origins of Brooke Logan. She has three sisters, one named Donna. Oh, wait, no, she's got two sisters, one named Donna, one named Katie, and she's got a brother named Storm. And then she's got a mum named Beth, and she's got a father named Stephen. Now, they all, this is her family tree. Her sister Donna, who's probably the most likable character out of the three of them. I think a lot of people prefer Katie more than Donna, but frankly, I think Donna's better. I think Donna, let's be honest, how many guys has Donna been with besides, Eric? She hasn't slept her way through the whole family. Yes, okay, yeah, she's cheated on Eric. Yeah, she's, done this. She's done those things, and yeah, she slept away through. I think she even had a thing for Ridge. I don't think it went anywhere, but she did. And I think she also had a thing for Thorn. I think she did sleep with him, but yeah, she had a thing. And then she was with Eric. Now, Donna is not the topic we're going to talk about, but she is my favorite out of the Logans. But Brooke is my least favorite. I don't like Brooke at all. She has done some pretty unconscionable things, and yeah, today we're going to talk about why she's my least favorite. I wanted to say before we start this video, please subscribe, turn this notifications, and hopefully every week I'll be doing a podcast. Hopefully every week. Now, today we are going to talk about, Brooke, like I've said about 5 times. Okay, so Brooke is been on this show since the very first episode. She starts off as a pretty, alright character. She does come off a little bit annoying in the start. I could see, moments there, especially with her and Caroline trying to split Thorn up and then trying to use, the Foresters and that. I could see that, but she's not as bad still. She's still pretty, kind of likable character. I mean, really, all the characters can be kind of shit, in my opinion. But she starts off as an alright character, then she falls in love with Ridge. They exchange, and they fall in love, and I think she, has a baby with him, but then has a miscarriage, but she is trying to, because Stephanie doesn't want them together, because Stephanie, apparently, she dated, her mother dated Eric, and that was her true love. I think Stephanie stole him or something. I don't know why Stephanie was cranky with her. She wasn't as bad of a character. It's what she turned into after. Which I don't blame Stephanie after, Stephanie's usually starts off as the most annoying in the start, but, eventually Brooke becomes, then they split up, yada yada, then they split up, it doesn't work out, then he chooses Caroline, Brooke, they leave. Brooke leaves Ridge. I think Ridge finds out eventually that the mum the mum stole, like, the mum was in love with Eric in the start. I think they find out about that. Um, and then Brooke kind of wants payback from Stephanie for ruining her. So what she goes and does, she goes and steals her husband. So her mother's lover, her mum's lover. She steals her mum's lover and has a baby with him. She has 2 kids with him. I think the second one was a mistake. They didn't really plan the second one. But the first one she planned. And she used that child. She didn't even, like, care about it or... Yeah, she took advantage. She took advantage of all her kids. But, I feel like RJ she's taken the least advantage of. But the 3 of them she's taken advantage of. Like... And the fact that, she used Eric too because she was really in love with Ridge, but, she didn't want to admit it because she was all about getting revenge off Stephanie, making her jealous that she stole stole her husband and that. And she comes off very condescending too, especially after she breaks up with Ridge and then breaks up with Eric and wants to get together with Ridge. It is very annoying. And she's not a great character. She then comes off really annoying and she's trying to break up Taylor and Ridge's marriage and even like justifies because back then they thought Ridge was the father of Brooke's baby, but you find out later on it's not. I think because Sheila changed the paternity test or something. And she comes off and she wants to break up their marriage, which is so stupid. And then to take matters into her own hands, she steals the company from them. Like, I understand they took advantage of her, which is not great, but, like, that was their home inheritance. That's their heritage. That's their legacy. Is that Forrester's creation. That's their legacy. She took that away from them. For 10 years, she took that away from them. For a whole decade. And she never took remorse for that. Like, I understand, like, Brooke wanted, like, revenge, but the second time she wants revenge. Like, why? So, then, I think she does get back together with Ridge, but this is after they thought Taylor was dead. So, then she kind of... And then she makes Rick feel very uncomfortable because he doesn't want to, he doesn't want to, be Ridge's stepfather because it's really his brother, half-brother. That's his half-brother. And she's like saying like, oh yeah, but he's going to be like a family. And then she takes advantage of that. So this is where Brooke becomes at one of her worst. She's not at a real worst yet, but she takes advantage of her. It's like, okay, why are we liking this character? This character is obviously shit. She doesn't care about anybody. She's obviously not caring about her son. Her son doesn't feel comfortable having Ridge in the house, which is totally understandable because that's his half-brother. And now he's trying to act like it's his stepfather. And it's like, this is just messed up, and Brooke takes advantage of that. I think she breaks up with Ridge. I haven't watched between these time slots, but you can already tell she's a terrible character since that whole Eric thing, pretending that she loved Eric, to right now. She's pretty bad, and she takes advantage, and she uses all of that to justify how she's really feeling, and she doesn't care about she doesn't care about the consequences. She never takes accountability for her actions, and she's always making excuses like, oh, I was in love with him, but you didn't give me a chance, or you can't accept me. She always uses you can't accept me, and like, yes, Stephanie can accept you, but like, we understand why she can't accept you. Because you took advantage of her husband. Like, I'm on Stephanie's side. I'm not even on Brooke's side. Brooke should not be, like, saying all this stuff. She took advantage of her. And it's like, there are consequences in life, and she's like, uh, she's worse than 999. I think she tries to break up Brooke, tries to break up Ridge and Taylor again in 1998. I haven't watched much of that video, but I have seen like snippets of videos on the internet. She's pretty bad. Um, yeah, I think she cheats on Ridge one other time. I think with Grant or something. I can't remember. 996. That's kind of when the show kind of went shit at that point. I think it got a little better in the early 2000s, and then like mid late 2000s it went shit again. I don't know. But eventually, the show got better, and then she started going after Thorne. So she tried to destroy Taylor's marriage, and then she's trying to destroy Macy's marriage to Thorne, which she has no, like, there's never been, like, a bond with these two. I don't even think there's been much of a scene with these two either. Like, it's like, Brooke's taken so much from them. And then, like, that bit where she stands at Stephanie's bed because she's had a stroke because she couldn't handle Brooke and Thorne together. It's like, why are you there? And she's like, oh, yeah, I want to have acceptance. Like, yeah, but she's obviously not well, and you're not helping either, and she just doesn't care. She couldn't care less. I don't know why she doesn't like Amber. I don't know why, but I guess when they do other videos, we'll find out why she doesn't like Amber. But yeah, like, seriously, like, she takes advantage of that, and then she goes out in every inch, and she's like, oh, it's different with us, Eric. It's not the same. It's, I was young back then. It's like, is that your excuse? Seriously? And she's already just very insufferable. She's like, oh, I just wish I could strangle her. Like, she's very bad. But that's not even the worst thing she's ever done. So she's already, like, she was with Ridge, and then she broke off with Ridge because it didn't work out, and Stephanie didn't like it. And then she took advantage of Stephanie's husband and had 2 kids with. Then she got back together with Ridge, who she thought one of her kids was with Ridge, but it's actually Eric's child, Ridge's father. And then once that all didn't work out, she goes and sleeps with his brother. It's like, how terrible is this character? And she also cheats on people too. And she uses her children like she's already, like, I really can't stand her. And she comes off as a very heartwarming character. And I've said this in my video. She always, like, comes off as a really nice character, but she's not. She takes advantage all the time. Like, I'm not saying Taylor's the greatest character, but she's pretty awful too. Sometimes I think she's worse, especially in the later seasons when they shitted up her character. But, like, Brooke is an awful character, especially in the early seasons. She's an absolutely terrible character, and I can understand why people don't like her to this day. Like, yes, I think she's gotten better as a character, but she's absolutely an insufferable character. It's like, the fuck? I can't stand her. Like, she's a self-righteous bitch. Self-centered, self-righteous, self-absorbed. She has no morals. She has no principles. She just flaunts around whatever she expects. And she's terrible. And the fact that, like, all of these characters still support her to this day is insane. Especially in what I tell you next. After she breaks up with Thorne, she tries to get back together with Ridge again, and she tried to destroy their marriage and their family, which is just utmost disgusting. She should just, like, keep away, stop spending time with people, stop, like, she's broken up with Thorne, and she's already running after Ridge. Like, that is messed. Like, seriously. That's not even the worst thing she's ever done. This is probably the worst thing she's ever done in her entire life, what I'm about to say. Then she goes around, and she sleeps with her daughter's husband. And she has a baby with him. Like, she has a baby with her daughter's husband. Like, could she get any worse? of a character. She's already slept her way to the top. She slept with Ridge. She slept with Ridge's brother Thorn. She's had two children with their father. And now she slept with her daughter's husband. Like, how are we liking this character at this point? She's an awful character. Like I said, she's got no principles. She's got no morals. She's an awful character, and she gets away with it. I agree with people. She gets away with it. Through this whole show, she got away with things. It makes me so angry. The fact that, people to this day, Hope wouldn't be here if she didn't sleep with her daughter's husband. Hope's on this show. I love that scene where Hope, when she also sleeps with her sister's husband. I'll get to that bit too. She sleeps with her sister's husband, and Hope goes around and says, "You didn't sleep with her." It's like, bitch, do you know your mum? How do you think you were born on this planet? Like, seriously, how do you think she was born on the planet? She slept with she slept with your sister's husband. So, obviously, she's going to sleep with your auntie's husband, because that's what Brooke does. She sleeps her way to the top, and it's not she's done it again before. She slept with, like, Oliver. I think that was, like, a mistake or something. Like, she didn't know it was Oliver at that point. But still, like, that doesn't give her an excuse to, like, walk off that easy. I'd be so angry too. But that's not the first time. Then she's also slept with her other daughter's husband, who she got married to, and then her daughter's husband did the most selfless thing ever. She gave away her husband to Brooke because she knew that her husband loved Brooke. So her daughter's more selfless than most of the characters on the show. I actually think that Bridget's probably the best character on this out of the Logan sisters, if I'm really being honest, because Hope's pretty insufferable too. She really annoys me. But I'd say Bridget's probably the most selfless character on that show that I've watched so far. She might be the most selfish one, or up there. I don't think she's as bad as... I don't think anybody's going to be as bad as Brooke. But, like, why do people still like this character? And she gets away with it so many times. So many times. She's even had a baby with Taylor's child, which I can't explain it, but she apparently had an egg or something. They misplaced the egg, and so she had a baby with him, and then she tried to take her child away, which is understandable because she was becoming an alcoholic. This show loves to have, like, alcoholic stuff. It's just, I don't know, something about alcoholism. It's got to be brought into this show. I don't know. The show just makes me angry. It just makes me angry. And yeah, so after she does that, yeah, she goes and steals her daughter's boyfriend. I don't think she stole him. It was just an accident that time. But then what she does is then she does it with her sister. That's not an accident. She deliberately did that on purpose. That one. She deliberately did that on purpose. I think with the daughter's husband, the daughter's boyfriend. Sorry, I keep saying husband. Hope's boyfriend. I think they were wearing masks or something. I don't know why they're wearing masks, but they're wearing masks at a school. Why would she have sex at a daughter's school reunion? It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, whatever. School prom or whatever. I don't know why. But yeah, I think that one was accident. But still, it's like, why are you making this character more dislikable? And then they try to pull off the Thomas story with Brooke. Like, I'm glad it didn't go anywhere. I'm glad they changed it and been like, oh yeah, it was actually the berries that made us do it. That made it a bit more, but I would have hated if I didn't mind that they portrayed it Thomas going after Brooke. That it would have been worse if Brooke went after Thomas, because then it would have been like, oh, then she slept with also his son and slept with his brother and his dad. That would have been disgusting, but I'm glad they didn't go down that path. I thought she would sleep with Liam. I don't know why. I'm not surprised if she ever did. I would not be surprised. But yeah, then she stole her sister's husband, and I think she's done that twice. And then when her sister's husband got back together, then she stole him again. I do actually think she liked Bill. I know she used Thorn, she used Eric, she used. I think she kind of liked Nick. Um, but yeah, she used and abused all of them. She took advantage of them, and yeah, and I think she's back together with Ridge. I think they've had a few like fallouts now and again with their marriages, but they're not like she's not going around sleeping with other people. I think she cheated on him again with Bill again, but that she hasn't gone around sleep with every person at the moment. So she has become more likable on the show, but still doesn't excuse what she's done in the past. That's a lot of people she's taken advantage of. So let's go on list. She took advantage of her mum's lover. She slept with Eric, so her mum's lover. Then she fell in love with Ridge. She slept with her mum's lover, who is Ridge's father. Had two children with him. Then went to with Ridge's brother, married him. Then slept with her daughter's husband. Had a baby with him. So now she's got three kids. Then she slept with the other husband of her daughters, and then she slept with her other daughter's boyfriend. I think that was a one. They didn't mean to do that, but still, why would you make a character do that after all the shit she's been through? And then she goes to sleep with her daughter's, and then she goes to sleep with her sister's husband. So that's like how many times has she? And she's done it twice. How is this character likable? And she cheats on people too. So she's taken advantage of her mum. She's taken advantage of her daughter, her other daughter, and her sister. I'm surprised she hasn't slept with Donna's husband. I know it's Eric. I mean, she has, but I'm surprised she hasn't done it while they've been in a relationship. I would not be surprised she does that though. But her character has grown. But it just shows you that this is the reason why I don't like Brooke. Also, Brooke has kind of turned into Stephanie since Stephanie's died. Like, she's still more likable than she was before. She was very irritating. I do like she stepped up. She's actually, I feel like she's also have a bit more compassion to her now. And she kind of supports people, even though she's still like, she's still one of those side characters that goes and still like, oh, I don't like Thomas, and it's like I understand why she doesn't like Thomas. He's just killed somebody, and so is Steffi, and so is Taylor. So I can't blame Brooke for that. But still, like, I don't excuse what she's done in the past. Like, I get that she hasn't killed anybody, but she's taken advantage of a lot of people's lives. Her mom, Ridge, like Stephanie, Taylor, Thorn. Like, the list goes on. Bridget, Hope. Might as well put Oliver on the list. Deacon, Bill, Katie. The list goes on. How many people she's taken. Like, how do we like this character at this point? She's a not great character. I don't know. I just think that, she really frustrated, especially in the 90s and the 2000s and 2000 in the 2010, the first half of 2010. She really just frustrates me as a character. And if you're a Brooke fan out there, cool. If you're not, cool. Like, I'm obviously on the people that are not a fan of her. Like, I'm more of a fan of her now than she was back in the day, but after all doing that, like, how do you even like her at this point? She's destroyed a lot of people's lives, like they've said, and it's true. Now, I'm more of a Brooke fan than most other characters on the show now. I think there's more annoying characters like Steffi. Steffi really fucking irritates me. And so does Hope. More than Brooke does, but yeah. There's a reason why I don't like Brooke, though. Pretty insufferable. But anyway, please subscribe, turn the notifications, click the bell, and I will see you guys hopefully in the next video. Hopefully weekly. Anyway, see you guys. Bye.